Man, there's a 20-second delay between StreamYard and YouTube.
That's a big ass delay.
I know. I was like, wait, when is it gonna pop up? Hey, Dani.
She popped in.
Yeah, she popped in the chat.
Oh, in the chat. In the chat.
Yeah.
I thought she was
Hey,
backstage.
right,
Oh,
girl.
let's see.
We're going ahead and post on our socials that we're
Yeah,
live.
I'm about to post on the socials that we
On our
live.
socials. Dani will be joining us when she is available. Don't rush her. I'm looking at our Soul Survivor logo. I kind of miss it.
We are live, right?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Of course. I'm just waiting for you to post, silly.
Sorry. I wasn't sure if you didn't know that we were on. Like, does she know that we're on live right now?
Yeah, come on. I control the life.
Well, obviously.
I am the hands and arms of the operation.
You're the brains of the outfit.
Facts. Hey,
How was
coffee.
iced coffee? I needed one. I was stressed out.
Stress out for what?
Because I'm always stressed out. It's the life that I live.
Oh, I know why now. Never mind.
Oh, no, I was stressed out because I had to deal with you and Dani.
You a whole lot. You got medical stuff you worried about.
Stressed out because they trying to chop and screw me. Chop,
So the
chop.
first thing that I want to bring up, which will go into more depth on Sunday, but a lot of people are hitting me up asking me how I feel about the iPhone 12 not having a charger essentially. So we're not getting the little blocks anymore. We're not getting the headphones. But we are getting a charging cable. So essentially, if we don't have the charging,
So you're getting the cable to charge it, but not the block?
but not the block, because
I
they
mean,
want
well, most
to.
people have like 25 blocks laying around.
Yeah, exactly. If you think about how many iPhones you've had, you probably have the charging blocks, but excuse me.
Us,
Um, but it's a different type of cable. It's a USB-C cable.
yeah, because that's what the iPad Pro is that we have. It's a USB C, which can be so aggravating because nothing yet because it's USB C on both ends.
Let me see. I'm gonna look up the cord and I'm gonna look up a picture for you guys, and then I'm gonna put it on the screen. Oh, I don't know if I like it. Let me share my screen. Share. So this is what the Apple one is going to look like. Um, it reminds me of my cable to charge my Switch Lite and my Switch. So yeah, I guess I don't know how I feel about it.
I mean,
A lot of people are mad they have to buy another charger. I guess you kind of do if you don't have the adapter for the USB-C. But I mean, it's no big deal to me, honestly. And they're supposed to be making the iPhones more affordable or whatever. Now, who said Galaxy? Oh, nah, coffee.
yeah, coffee with the phone. You effing up, bro. You was effing up.
Don't
You out
mind
here
work.
repping,
He's
you out
posting
here
on our.
repping Houston teams, and now you repping Android. Questionable. Very questionable.
Questionable, but definitely excited about the iPhone 12 Pro Max, which doesn't pre-order until 11/6, but
No, that's
I
good.
can wait. My phone look brand new, guys.
I mean, my phone it's been having issues. It
Oh
always
yeah.
has. I got the 10, and it always has issues when new ones roll out. So because I didn't get the 11, of course they're gonna give me problems.
Yeah, the 11 is going down to 599 though. And I remember we were talking about it last night. You
Yeah,
said you were going to go for the 11 instead of going for the 12.
yeah, because I mean, if essentially, um, if there's nothing major that has changed, what's the the point in rushing to get the 12 and wait till the 13? Especially
Yeah.
when the 5G, because I don't even know 5G is in my area. Like they're trying to sell that
Yeah.
as a selling point.
Did you watch the keynote?
Nah, I never did.
I watched the whole thing. It was a majority of it was about the 5G like technology in it, which in my area in California we don't have it. I think I have to go like towards Oakland, San Francisco area to even have 5G. But to me, I see no difference in 5G because when I was in New York, that's all I had was 5G, and I felt like it was slower than LTE.
Mm. Maybe it was still in the works of getting up and running. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna look more into it. Some of the people I follow in regards to like camera equipment and setups and stuff for YouTubing, they
Hmm.
did a review on all the different 12s and which one, depending on what you want it for, what you should go for. So I'm gonna probably watch that. It's like a 20-minute video. So I'm gonna check
Yeah,
that and see if it moves me. But it's like the anxiety of like pre-ordering and then you have it and then you're stuck with this new one and then they put what I do want though is that new Apple Watch because they have that navy blue you already know. And I just got the 5 like not too long ago, so I'm tight. But I also like that it reads your oxygen levels and your blood
yeah,
oxygen level.
yeah.
I was just talking to my
Um,
mom about it. She was like, "I'm gonna see if I can get my doctor to write me a script." I was like, "I don't think they're giving out scripts for Apple Watches, but good luck with that, mom."
great. Um, me, it was weird because in the keynote, everything that was red, what do they call it? Product red. Everything that is product red looked real hot pinkish. And so I seen one of the people who were in the keynote. She had the product red watch that it's all red, like all around here, and then the bad
What is that?
the
The ones for AIDS awareness, right?
yes,
Mm.
and it was real pretty, but I like red anyways, but it just looked real hot pink. I don't, and I literally just paid this off, guys. I got it from QVC. If you're ever trying to look for electronics, I go with QVC because they allow
Hey,
you
UBC
to
gang,
make
that's where I
payments.
got my watch from.
Right. It allows you to make payments without like messing up your credit or
Yeah, no
anything.
interest or anything. It's because it's automatically deducted from like your bank card or whatever. 5 payments. Five was it 5 payments, right? 5 or 6.
Yeah. You see, Danny, she said that iPhone looking like you need an upgrade.
She a hater just because she got the 11, bruh. Guess what she got that I
Right. Just
got?
because
She
we
got
can
a
see
phone
your
payment.
threshold.
All my Apple
Oh yeah,
products
that's
is
it.
paid for. Well, except for my iPad Pro, but all my products is paid for. That's the one thing I don't
Yeah.
want. Like, I'm happy I don't. For once, I'm not paying for my phone. I don't really want to go back to that. But
Danny said if the camera isn't important, you can go for the other 12 models, which is true.
right,
Um, I I don't really like taking out my camera, my Canon camera. I don't like taking it out to go take pictures. So I want to see what the 12 Pro Max
so
does, like
you got a
my
whole
picture.
DSLR, but don't like to take pictures on it.
No, I think it's like all the stuff I have to carry around. I got to carry around an extra battery. I got to connect it to my phone. I got to set it up. I feel like just having my phone and being able to set my phone up is going to be easier, especially because you can use your Apple Watch to take pictures.
How you got phone payment? You paid your phone off already, and now you know it,
Ooh. Wait,
boss.
didn't she say that's how she likes to buy her phones is outright? Or am I wrong?
I mean, she went going forward. We were saying we want to at least be able to pay half or whatever. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
it's not on the bill, but it doesn't mean it doesn't have a payment. I know you bought it with your Apple card. Same difference. It's still a payment.
Yeah, I think the Dolby sound is going
She
to be
trying to
good
bend
too.
in the rules,
Oh, she always finds loopholes.
right?
Um, you
I
want
don't
to talk about Dak? A lot
I,
of people were asking me about that too. I'm like, I'm
about
not a
that,
Cowboys fan. I
right?
know
That's
Cowboys fan,
that's funny
but
that they were asking you.
yeah. Well, a lot of people ask me to like discuss certain things on the show, and so I'm just kind of bringing up small topics that we can clear now and
Right,
have
right,
more
right.
time for our topic on Sunday.
This is true. This is true. Yeah, the Dak situation is terrible. I'm super
One,
I'm super bummed about what happened. I mean, it was super like a freak accident, so I'm not mad at the player. You know, the player pulled him down. He just stepped wrong, and I was watching somehow. I guess because you know your phones watch you, and my YouTube became up like a doctor. I guess a orthopedic doctor has a YouTube channel, and he was basically breaking down the nature of the injury and like
they
slow
have everything on YouTube.
right with the slow mo and using like models of the foot or whatever. And when he played it in slow mo, it's crazy. Like that, like his ankle literally like bent in, and then he still took another step on it and like bent it again, and that's when it kind of like
Oh
dislocated.
no!
So he was
Ow!
basically showing how it like dislocated or whatever. And he said more than likely the bone popped out of the skin, which I think I did hear that that's what happened possibly. He said because usually with a dislocation and of the ankle, there's a fracture, which he did have a dislocation and a fracture. Um, but you know, it's something he should be able to recover from. He's a quarterback, so he doesn't have to be like super mobile. He was a mobile quarterback, and he was known for running, which always worried me. Like sometimes it's just like go down, bro. Yeah, it was bad. Like it's sometimes like go down, you know what I mean? But I get it. Like he was close right there. He was only like I think 10 yards away from the goal line, and he's a big dude. He's 6'2", 240. And you know the guy who took him down was 5'11" and like I think it was like 190 or something like that. So it was just how he was sidestepping. It was just a freak incident. But what really sucks is that he didn't have a contract, and now it's like the Cowboys are gonna try to save face and make it seem like oh he's still our guy. But at the end of the day, Jerry and Steven are celebrating that they now don't have to give him some ridiculous contract, possibly depending on what Andy Dalton does. Because I mean, I really feel like our offense is a bunch of weapons, so Andy Dalton should be fine. If we run the ball, we should be fine. If the defense steps up, we should be fine. So I worry about what that means for Dak. I mean, I wouldn't even be mad if he didn't come back to the Cowboys and if he's able to get money somewhere else. I say go for it because they totally disrespected him. Like he shouldn't have been playing on a franchise tag. Uh, he shouldn't have been playing on a franchise tag.
They did say that surgery was successful for him, though, right?
Yeah, yeah. So he's already into the recovery process. I don't know exactly what that is. I didn't look and tell, but they're saying like 4 to 6 months. So he's looking at like maybe March, April, May ish, which is gonna be rough because I kind of like I feel like with how long it's gonna take him to heal, he's not really gonna have any time. He's not gonna have any time obviously to come back and play. So he's not gonna be
Yeah.
able to showcase anything. So he's gonna have to kind of go with the Cowboys to show he's durable. So he's kind of going to be playing on another franchise tag possibly to see if he can hold up. And from there, he's going to have to bet on himself again. Yeah, yeah. There were some Eagle fans who said some outlandish things. I mean, there's going to be fans in every capacity that say some outlandish things. I personally would never laugh or wish injury on anybody of any team because
Yeah,
that's
especially that kind of
yeah.
injury.
But I mean, there was one guy I was going at it with on this group I'm in on Facebook.
Always
He's just like,
going at it
"Oh,
with
it couldn't have
somebody.
been. It could have happened to a better guy." Polo, what's good?
Hey,
I
Polo.
hope you're holding up all right today. Happy birthday in heaven to D'Lo.
Dang. I gotta
Yeah,
go out and shoot something for her.
yeah, yeah. It's her birthday today, and it's PR Snake's birthday. But
Happy birthday to both of them.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I think he will be with the Cowboys only because he's gonna kind of almost have no choice unless he can come back and have a crazy year. But it's all depending. It's all depending. It's all depending. For sure, bro. For sure.
Um, well, I think I kind of feel your pain because I think they said there's 16 Niner players that are injured right now.
Yeah, the Niners, man. Like I think you guys were the first team to really go down with like a bunch of players.
Yeah, and we talked about it because our
Yeah,
conditioning coach.
yeah. I think that's how everybody felt, Polo. Like And the crazy thing is that this injury was the one time that I agreed with Stephen A. Smith. Like I was like after it happened, I was waiting, Monday to see what Skip said, to see what Shannon said, to see what Steven said, and Stephen A. Smith went in on Jerry and Steven like a lot, and Shannon did too. Shannon Sharp did too. They're disgusted with what Jerry Jones did. Like there's no reason that he shouldn't have had a contract, and we kind of still don't know what it was with the negotiations. Like they were saying he wanted less length. He wanted 4 years. They wanted 5 years, and they should just take it and all this stuff. I feel like there must have been something more because Dak doesn't even seem like the money hungry type. But considering the fact that he was a 4th-round pick and he played for pennies for 4 years, starting unexpectedly, like you could have gave him a little incentive, like thanks for getting us to the playoffs 2 years out of your 4 years as a rookie. But Jerry wants to be tightwad because he damn sure gave Romo all the money with no accolades, and I love Romo, but we overpaid him like a mofo.
Right.
Yeah, they're gonna have no choice but to franchise him because well, it's whether or not he's going to sign. Well, he has no. I think he's going to have no choice but to sign a franchise tag because. But honestly, if I were him, if he can get like really ready and he can like kill it like the first 6 games, I would kill it the first 6 games and fake an injury and sit for the rest of the season and just wait for the offers to come in. Like it's what he should have did was kind of sit this season because I would have played a couple of games, however many games you have to play to get your money. And then I would have faked an injury. Like you see, Zeke held out. Zeke didn't come back without his contract, and that's what I mean about Dak being a good guy. He played and bet on himself again when he really shouldn't have. But it is what it is. Like, and I get it. We don't want to overpay. Like everybody's like, oh, you should have paid Dak. But at the same time, like I said with Shannon keeps saying, oh, you need to pay Dak. But Shannon is also the one who gave him C's and F's on quarterback rating for the whole year. So it was like, you guys just want us to overpay him so you could laugh at the Cowboys and be like, ha, ha, ha. So the one time Jerry, I guess, was maybe trying to be smart about things. Yeah, that too. It's like, yeah. Well, Emmett had to hold out too, though. So Emmett had to hold out, which is why Zeke held out. He pulled the Emmett. D. Ware held out, but it didn't work out for D. Ware. It was just a year because basically what happened with D. Ware, which I wish we would have never let him go, and he went off and got a ring with the Broncos. D. Ware held out on a year where Tony Romo took a pay cut. So it's like, hey, if the quarterback's taking a pay cut, then maybe you should too. But I understand totally him not taking it because he was a workhorse. He was like leading in sacks like 3 years in a row. So, yeah, Jerry is tight with his money, with who he chooses, and Dak is getting way disrespected. But Pat Mahomes has set the bar, so it's only gonna screw Jerry going forward, depending on what this injury does. Yeah, it goes. I think he could get like 30. What is it? 38 mil next year. Yeah, I think he loved Dez too. He loved Dez a hell of a lot. It just Dez couldn't get along with Garrett, I think.
How did you do with the ones?
Bruh. Can we just talk about how everybody on Instagram that I know got the ones except for me and Dani? Like, I really think I'm shot. Like, I literally, like, I hit on little stuff that people probably don't want. Like, I hit on those ones, the green ones with the air all over it, and I hit on the Stussy slides that I wanted, but it's like nothing major. But since the DB, the Dornbecker up tempos, which was what, 3 years ago, that's the last time I hit on something. I'm like, I gotta be shadow
on sneakers, but you still be hitting on other stuff outside.
Well, I had a good weekend or a good week where I hit. I got the undefeated Kobe's, I got the Japan Airs, I got the women's snakeskin ones. Like I had just some crazy week where I hit on like 4. Oh, and the Sean Weatherspoons Asics. I hit on some stuff, but now it's like crickets.
I didn't.
What's up, Gerard?
I didn't get them, obviously. I don't really care because I'm not a huge fan of the green.
Well, I need to see. I feel like when I saw Mrs. Jones' picture of the kid ones, that green looked like not green enough. Like it looked a little blue, like a blue green. Does anybody in the chat have them like in hand?
A red purple? A purple red?
Purple red. Yeah, I'm trying for those Kobe's tomorrow. Like I mean, I don't have my hopes up. I
I
would
was
love to
just
get that
about
pair.
to bring that up.
I would love to get that pair tomorrow. Like, I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, with all the like I don't even want to know what the price is going to be. What is the price on them on stock right now? Matter of fact,
I'll check.
because
Hold on.
I can only imagine what they're going to be with the Lakers winning. Because I looked at the LA to Chicago's. I wanted to get another pair of LA to Chicago's, and those are up at like almost 700, and they were in the like 400 or 500 range.
Let's see. I don't. A
Yeah, I
lot
saw.
of people were offering to buy my media days. I was like, no.
That.
They're worn for one, and for two,
Oh,
no.
you put it on another pair, yeah?
Yes.
I didn't even freaking see it.
The crazy part is like I went for um AJ's size
Hmm.
and sold out, and so I was just like, whatever. And then I looked again, and I was like, oh, the only size left is a size 7. Let me go for it. Okay,
Right.
hold on. Where is this? Okay.
Yeah, I want the PJ Tuck. Like, I mean, I have the undefeated pack, which I'm not in love with. I mean, maybe use that to get those and the PJ Tucker pair. Who knows?
Looks like last sale on these ones were 390.
Yeah, that's because I think like the other Kobe's are in the like 280 range, 290.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for these. I haven't gotten any Kobe's that I went after at all.
Right.
Take that L. I want these too, but they released them early under retail on Foot Locker today, and they
They
didn't have my
released one
size.
early.
The air raids.
Oh, the air raids. Oh, I'm like I was looking at the other screen. I was like, wait, they released the Kobe's early? I got the I have the air raids for like a couple weeks now. I caught
Oh,
them
I forgot there's a
early.
delay. My bad.
Yeah, I got the air raids early on the original drop for 119. I got a 10.5. I mean, I actually just sold the pair that I had, the OG pair. I had the OG pair, but it was a size 9, and I had it forever. And I had just sold it right before I saw that these were coming back out, which is crazy.
I hope they come in my size, at least on sneakers, because Foot Locker only had a size 8. I didn't think I was gonna be able to fit that. So
Yeah.
what else?
Did you see all the October joints?
No.
Yeah, like I wasn't really feeling any of them.
Do you like any
The
of these?
Supremes.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of TNs, but they do look fire.
I like
If I wore them, I would cop. The white and red are clean, of course.
yeah.
Probably
You know,
gonna
I
go.
like me a clean white shoe.
I don't know how you do it. Skip goes hard looking ass.
Polo, I think she's still working. She might join
Yeah,
us when she's done.
she might
We
jump in.
saw it just as
Yeah
she was getting off.
yeah yeah. She got stuck on a call. You know you can't get off work till you finish that call.
How about these Converse? Should I just skip past them? Do we need to talk about them?
Mm, mm.
Are you waiting for it to show up?
No. I see what you're pulling up by that. When do the unions come out tomorrow, or is that
Friday.
Friday? Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna try for them.
I like this pair. Like I have the guavas, but I have the guavas not in my size, and I wasn't really a fan of any of these. But after seeing what like Hoop Fresh did, you know, taking the thread out of the tongue and then repurposing it, and seeing Mr. Miller get the openings cut into the wings, I'm like I can rock with the black pair possibly if I get it for
Yeah.
retail, but
Yeah,
not
if we can get them for retail. If not,
then I'm
not
good.
really a big deal for me.
Bro, those wheats are so trash. Like, I don't know who pissed on those soles, but they can take
Bro.
it back to the factory.
How about these
Like,
35s?
bro, that's like a BX thing. Where's BX? What the are those?
These are the Fury Trails.
What are those the Arch
Reebok.
Support 300s?
Man, listen.
They're running out of stuff.
I know Dani got something to say about these. I don't know if she's still in the chat though. But yeah, these are just. This is a complex. They usually put a how to cop or this weekend's cops or whatever. A
Right.
complete guide.
If anybody got a size 11 or 11 and a half in the Lucky Greens for not the rate, let me know.
What
I,
are they?
I
I
feel like
just closed StockX.
I think my size was sitting at like 280, which isn't terrible, but it's like I paid pretty much for my whole except for one pair, my whole college dunk collection, like the Syracuse, Kentucky, Brazil.
Oh yeah.
I paid over retail for those, so that's like I'm just tired. I'm tired of paying resale. I'm tired.
All right.
I'm
Let's
tired
see.
of paying resale. I'm tired of not hitting.
11. Is that what you said?
Huh? Oh yeah,
11 women.
11 or 11 and a half.
11 women's is 280. Oh, hold on. 11 is 287. 11 and a half is 303. What's my
Right.
size? My size is 257. I don't even want them.
Well, Dani, I believe Dani ordered them this morning before they released on stock because I told her like always order if you're thinking about paying resale, always order before the release. Um, Even though sometimes it doesn't work out, but in this case, I think it did. I might just see what Scooter's doing with the raffles. Maybe somebody's gonna be raffling them, and I can win a pair. You know, I got lucky with a couple. I don't know.
I haven't really been impressed with anything that is releasing. I missed on the Legos, but then I realized that they don't even come in a Lego box, so I was like,
Oh
all
yeah,
right.
I got them. I sold them already though. I hit on the Legos on end because on end clothing I only hit on the boat. Like I hit on fucking Adidas and Vans on end clothing. Apparently that's all I can hit on. But yeah, I sold them. I mean I made like $20 off of them. But I was like, where's my Lego box? I was like, oh
Hmm.
so this was
I
just
know
that.
you put that on your stories, and I saw it wasn't a Lego box. I was no longer tripping.
Like, oh, I'm straight. I did want those Star Wars what was it, the Boba Fett Adidas?
Did those sell out?
Yeah, they sold out. I'm not paying resale for them, but they were cool with a little pouch, like a little Travis Scott vibe.
Small feet, gang, gang. Facts.
I might get
Um,
like a little bit sneakers. I want to wait. Oh, I want to wait. Like, hopefully Danny pops in because I want to talk about Tori and Meg. I love when she gets into that. She
oh
gets into
yeah, the gossip. I was gonna ask the chat if there was anything they wanted to discuss while we're
Let's talk
in
about
here.
how Facebook blocked me for 24 hours. F you, Facebook. I've never in my
Because you
life
were
been
getting into
suspended.
arguments, huh?
No. I've never in my life been suspended or even flagged on Facebook. And the first time they just blocked me. But Danny told me it was because I said something about Biden in regards to him. Like, I don't know if it has anybody seen, like, I don't want to talk about politics, but like, it's not about politics, but about what he's been doing. Like, has anybody seen his,
Hold on, don't get this video deleted and
right.
flagged.
Has anybody seen his video with the battle rappers with DNA and, was it Clips? What's his name? Is it Clips?
Oh, see, Mark or whoever is on above average, you
Oh,
just got Danny started.
wait until Danny comes in. We will talk about the gossip stuff. A313. We'll talk about the gossip stuff when Danny hops in because nobody's gonna entertain you like Danny will when it comes to the gossip stuff.
Yeah,
Let's
we're
talk
not.
about let's talk about before she comes in because she hates sports. Let's talk about LeBron on his journey to becoming the GOAT.
I feel like this is a dead horse, though, but we could talk about it.
Now, like I was saying, like I talk with Kick and I respect Kick because Kick has LeBron in his top three. He still says MJ is the only GOAT, and I'm completely fine with that.
Yeah.
My argument is just LeBron. Like I honestly feel like LeBron, MJ, and Kobe have to be top three, no matter what your order is. Like just off of their accolades and their hate and just like what they've done for the game and the culture, like they have to be your top three. Love them or hate them, they got to be your top three. And I wasn't a Kobe fan, like Kobe. Like I was a Jason. I'm a super Jason Kidd fan, and he ruined the Nets. And I thought Jason Kidd was going to get the ring, and I was at Nets games and just going hard. And Kobe ruined lives, so I wasn't a Kobe fan. I had a love hate relationship with him, but I still put him in the top 3. But nobody
Um,
LeBron has to basically birth a baby to be considered in the GOAT running.
no, it's not even that. It's just that I feel like people who dislike who um who LeBron is on the court,
Mm-hmm.
like I feel like if we're a fan and we say we love LeBron or we're a LeBron fan, they automatically think that because we're a LeBron fan, we're totally negating everything that MJ did for the game. And it's like, to me, regardless of who I'm talking to, I feel like MJ is the GOAT.
Right.
Then, like, and I think Dani said it best when she sent a picture to the group chat.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they had MJ, which was the GOAT. They had Kobe, which was the
But,
Black Mamba, and then you had the King.
right. And that's fine,
Now,
but that's it. That's just it. Those are the 3. Those 3 are the royalty. That's where you start at, and then anybody else you want to put in your top 10 or whatever, that's fine. But like, I mean,
yeah,
there's people, even there's basketball players who are commentators who like they don't even put them in their top 5 and everything, and I feel like that's flat out disrespectful. Like, I feel like it's flat out disrespectful that he was an MVP this season.
right.
But but the thing I hate is like the MJ lovers is like when LeBron gets some other accomplishment, then it's like they change up. It's like, oh, well, MJ's the GOAT because he has this, and then if LeBron achieves that, then they're like, well, no, MJ's the GOAT because he has this. Like, you try to find the things that MJ's done that LeBron hasn't. Right. Yeah. I just like, my whole thing is just people who don't want to put him in the running as one
Yeah,
of the greats.
yeah, absolutely. And then like, I feel like your arguments are valid and his arguments are valid. It's just, honestly, it's an opinion thing. Everybody's going to have an opinion about it,
Right. I
and
mean,
nobody's going to agree on it at all.
yeah, essentially GOAT does mean one, period, but so like my question is then what makes MJ the GOAT? Because then some people say like, oh well, he's 6 or 6 in the finals or whatever, so that makes him the GOAT. But are there not people who have more rings than MJ?
But everybody's going to have a different
Definition.
definition. Like, everybody's going to tell you a different reason why MJ's a GOAT.
Mike, what up?
Dani says she has no gossip, but I
No,
beg to differ. So you better finish
who's
your
that old
call and then bring your, you know what, in this.
Drake.
Hey,
What up?
Drake. It just got real bright in the chat. Servation is
Real light skin up in her. Look, I mean, I'm a LeBron fan, and I hate his whining. That's the one thing I will say. Like, I understand why he whines because he does get smacked up a lot. I mean, he could go to the hole and get hit by 4 people and maybe not get a call, but they, he's super strong, so it's just like, hey, suck it up. But I feel like I compare LeBron to Cam Newton. Like, Cam Newton could get kicked in the head by a lineman if he doesn't get a roughing the passer call, but if somebody blows on Tom Brady, he gets all the flags in the world. Like, it's just BS.
not blowing.
Kareem is your GOAT. I respect it.
I don't agree with the two GOATs different eras, though.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're a GOAT, you're going to transcend through time.
Why is LeBron soft though? I think you know what it is. I think people want to compare LeBron to Kobe and MJ, and Kobe and MJ were legitimate ball hogs. Whether you want to believe like they were good enough to be ball hogs, but at the end of the day, they were ball hogs. LeBron is just a person who rather make the people around him great as well, and you could tell because it applies in his life. Like the same people he went to high school with, he brought up with him in business. Just like he tries to, like he says, he wants to get AD going early, on the court. So he wants to feed it. Like even if they miss, he wants to get everybody going. That way, it takes some of the pressure. Like who wants to be, in a Pat Mahomes situation? Because if Pat Mahomes went down, what do you think Kansas City is going to do? Like you don't want a team on your back completely. I feel like if LeBron got hurt, like AD, Rondo, Caruso, like they could hold it down. They can get through some games without him. But if MJ went down on the Bulls, were they going to win some games without him? Were they going to win like some big games without him? Like you guys want LeBron to be a ball hog, or there's a reason when somebody's hogging the ball and shooting all the time, you say Kobe. Like that was just them. That's why MJ has all those scoring titles. LeBron has what, one scoring title because he passes it. I mean, he passed it to Green. We see he likes to pass it. He let AD take that last 3-pointer in the game when the play was drawn up for him. He doesn't need to be the center of attention. He just wants to win by any means.
Dang, Jay, you just gonna act like I'm not here? I know I went off camera to sneeze.
What up, Jay?
Did you see what Mark said?
Oh, they equal? I would say like, they're somewhat equal because they all get an equal amount of love and hate. Even though I don't feel like Jordan gets that much hate. Like I feel like Jordan is the only one on that list because I also feel like how much you're hated plays a part into your legacy. And I don't feel like people hate like Mike is I feel like Mike is the most influential player of the game ever. Period. Like that's a title he's never going to lose.
Somebody said that Michael Jordan is more known for his shoes than what he brought to basketball, and I don't know if that's true.
Who said that?
Somebody I was arguing with about LeBron.
Oh, somebody in the chat. I was saying somebody in the chat said something?
No.
Danny, you barely look up at the screen. You only look up when I get excited about like LeBron doing something, and then you cheer. I'm just happy I got you into football. Now I have somebody who can argue my battles for me. One sport is good enough for me because I'm football above. I don't even watch basketball like the whole season. I watch closer towards when it gets to playoff time because it's just too many games. Like I can't watch baseball. It's too many games.
Oh, baseball gets boring. When I go to baseball games, I walk around most of the time.
Yeah.
Like
Mike definitely hate other players. But he wasn't hated by any. Like it's just crazy that to think that Mike really had no hate, but he also kind of stayed low key. We always say like he wasn't involved in much. Like not that he didn't give back, but he just wasn't like a spokesman like how LeBron comes out and speaks about everything, speaks his mind. Mike wasn't that guy, and that's fine. But I don't know. Like people spray painting hateful stuff at LeBron's house and like death threats and stuff. I feel like
too much time on their hands.
I feel like if you really hate a person, like if someone can make you hate them, they're doing something great. Like I always attribute it to Joaquin Phoenix. Like if anybody's ever seen Gladiator, when he played that part in Gladiator, Joaquin Phoenix, like that's the most hated villain ever. Like I literally felt like if I saw him in Hollywood, I might spit on him because he made me so mad as that character. And I'm like, that's some good acting. For someone to make me so mad that I want to fight them in real life, that's top-notch acting.
No, that means you're crazy.
No. Did you see Gladiator?
No.
You are a disgrace to the movie industry. You need to see Gladiator. Bro, if anybody in this chat didn't see Gladiator, y'all better watch Gladiator, bro. Russell Crowe. Amazing movie.
I've probably seen bits and pieces of it, but that's not my kind of movie.
I mean, I'm not really a big fan of those movies. Like I didn't see 300. I know that's crazy. I
definitely saw that one.
Didn't watch Game of Thrones. So you watched 300, but you can't watch Gladiator.
I didn't say I couldn't. I just said I haven't. I didn't say I wouldn't.
No, I said
I
haven't. Hey, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm like, bro, did you see what he did in Gladiator? He deserved every bit of it. That's my argument. I think I would play that clip in open court and I would get off because they would be like, oh yeah, he deserved every bit of it.
No, they would send you 5150.
Oh, Tariq could get this belt. Tariq is the kid that you want to beat. Why he's still alive is beyond me. And Hella can't relate because she's still on season like 3.
Listen, Power. No, I'm on season 4.
I haven't seen 300, so but I will go ahead and say you're lying, Mike.
Anyways, I'm on season 4. We're talking about Power, right?
Yeah. You're on season 4, what, episode 1?
Season 4 is so hard to get through. It's so boring. There's nothing going on. We're like, just get through it. Like, listen, I can't get through Power. It's an hour of boredom. At least in Sneakerheads, it was like 20-something minutes.
Bro.
Dillinger said, "Are you not entertained?"
That is from Gladiator. You wouldn't know that though because you didn't see it. Are you not entertained? Is
No, I
that why you are
definitely am
here?
not.
Well, I'm gonna need somebody to talk to Tariq because if anybody's been watching Power Book 2, if he's 22 years old in real life, I need to understand why he's still kissing like a 12-year-old in his scenes. Like, I never want to see him kiss another girl on the show. He looks like he kisses like 11-year-olds.
All right, guys, I will watch Gladiator. Stop coming for me. That is not my kind of movie.
I didn't see Troy either, but my mom told me there was a lot of uh, man-on-man action in that.
I think I did see Troy or parts of it.
Wait, has anybody been watching Lovecraft Country? Or County Country, is that it? Lovecraft?
No, what's that?
That junk is crazy. It's like a show. I think it's Jordan Peele. When we all know he's a little different. He did
Oh,
Get Out
a
and
lot
Us.
different.
Yeah. And Antebellum, which we just watched, which is really good. But yeah, Lovecraft Country. It's got like it's set in the old times in Chicago, and it's back with segregation still, and obviously a lot of racism, and then insert demons and magic. It's just crazy. It's just a lot going on. Like it's just basically racism, demons, magic, and sex. Like it's the
Honestly,
perfect recipe.
I haven't watched anything new because I'm watching all of the Halloween movies that are coming on
Oh,
Freeform, I think it is. And then last night I watched Harriet the Spy. That was my movie.
I forgot.
The,
Oh, I forgot.
the nostalgia of watching that movie last night was everything. I had like the sound bar on. I wasn't paying attention to my phone. I was just watching the movie.
I remember
Uh,
I loved Harriet the Spy, and then it messed me up when Euro Trip came out. Did anybody see Euro Trip? And that was her, the girl who played Harriet the Spy. I can't think of her name.
Belle Trachtenberg.
Yeah, but she was in Euro Trip, and she was like grown up, and it was kind of like she was being like more sexual or whatever. And I'm just like, yo, it's weird when like these Nickelodeon type kids grow
Oh,
up.
I guess it's a good thing I've never seen that then, because it would probably ruin Harriet the Spy for me.
Yeah. Dillinger Lovecraft, it's not hard to get into. Like we watched the first episode, and it was a little slow in the first episode. Then towards the middle of it, it starts getting into some crazy stuff. But if you keep watching it, it's type weird. Like it'll have you staring at the TV like, what the hell did I just watch? Like if I could have recorded Danny's face yesterday, the 2 episodes we watched, she's just like, what
Oh
did
yeah,
I?
you guys watched that before we got on FaceTime, huh?
Yeah, yeah,
What else? Oh, actually, Skip told me that The Boys is good too, so I might
yeah. I gotta
get
check
into
that out.
that, but I'm not sure because I still have to finish Power. I watch one episode at a time. Like all the other seasons, I binge watched in like I don't know 2 weeks, and then it got to season 4, and I kept telling Word I can't get into this, and she was like, just get through it, and clearly I have not.
Um, well, did you see that people were in a rage for Power? Basically, I don't know how because I'm pretty sure within the last 2. So I think they had 6 episodes, and now it's on the mid-season break. And I think towards like the 4th episode, they were saying the mid-season finale is coming up. So people were looking for the episode to be on last week, and it ended the week before. So people are outraged, like what happened, and then they find out it's not coming back on until December, the earliest. They're pushing for December 6th. But people have to understand, like, COVID production was halted. Oh yeah, you see the vibes. 7 gang. That's all 7s.
She over there trying to show off.
Nah, that's all my 7s. 7 gang.
That's all my
Uh,
7.
yeah, but yeah, they had to stop production. A lot of things had to stop production, which is why a lot of things are having weird, like doing 3, 4, 5 episodes.
Oh yeah.
Because
I didn't even think about that. Like what we're seeing now was probably
right.
filmed prior to COVID or like towards the.
Yeah, I was actually shocked that Power Book 2 came on so soon because when I knew Power Book 2 was coming, I was like, oh damn, COVID messed it up. They're not going to come on. But I guess they managed to have some episodes done. So it's what we got to live with. And also, you got to figure there's a lot of sex in Power. So a lot of people are trying to figure out how to have these intimate scenes and stuff like that, due to the COVID, because nobody wants to be swapping spit, during these times. I think I was watching something where they said on one of like the soap operas, in between scenes, they make them gargle mouthwash. Like, I didn't know that mouthwash was a killer of COVID now. But
no, mouthwash and peroxide, I think.
No.
I'm assuming that it's not like the peroxide we can buy in the store and use for our wounds.
Oral peroxide. There is. I remember I had oral peroxide when I got my tongue pierced back in the day. It was like a gel. You put it on your tongue, and if there's any like particles.
Pause.
What was pause about that? You put it on your tongue. It's a gel.
Somebody come get her.
They I think Amazon got the rights to Coming to America, the original. Dani was saying it's going to be on Netflix, or two was supposed to be Netflix.
Paramount Pictures sold it to Amazon Prime for $125 million, and
the original or the new one?
The new one. So
is it recorded already?
Yeah, it was supposed to go to theaters, but it's not anymore. It's going to be on Amazon Prime December 19th, I think, or 16th, or something like that. But it's just another ploy for Amazon to get people to subscribe to their, streaming service or whatever.
Right. I mean, Amazon, like 120 million is pocket change to Jeff. Is it Jeff Bezos? Is his name Jeff?
But I think when I heard about it, they were saying that Amazon got a good deal on it because they were projecting it to make way more than they sold it for.
Oh, for sure. Like, that was gonna, like, Coming to America 2, if it hit theaters without COVID, like, it would have been like close to a Black Panther just because of the nostalgia.
I
think so.
See that. Right now, my movie theater only has 2 movies playing.
I know Tenet is playing at the theater. I don't know what else. There's like some other stuff. They got some old stuff, like some Halloween stuff in there.
No, not at mine. Mine literally just has 2 movies playing right now.
It's like low-key depressing. Like, bro, I
know.
We were a family who were at, like, we had the A-list membership. We were at the movies like every week.
I still have that.
You're not paying though, right?
I mean, you mean the one where you pay monthly? No, yeah. I have the regular one that you pay yearly.
Yeah, we had the monthly where you can see 3 movies a week. They had to pay him $50 to be in it.
50 mil?
That's a lot. He was reaching. Like, I mean, has he been working? I'm like, man, you better go ahead and take this 20 mil. Sit down.
Have you seen all the apparel that's dropping? Like, that's Lakers or LeBron related?
Yeah. I just saw. Did you see the one? With the drawing, looked like a kid's drawing. The drop. What was it? Like school, like I forget what school special or some after school special or something like that. But it basically looked like, how like kids' drawings look where they write like mommy with the little stick figures and stuff. It was basically like Los Angeles and Miami stuff in like that kind of sketch look. It was pretty dope. But they're putting out too much stuff. Like, if I get one more Twitter alert, like, I've already bought too much stuff. Dani's gonna kill me when she starts seeing the packages coming.
You and your Twitter alerts.
Look, they keep trying to get me to buy this gold coin. I don't need a Los Angeles Lakers gold coin. So let it go.
And she keeps looking at the notifications.
Because I get one every 10 minutes. Like, how many times are they going to tweet that? I've seen the coin. I don't need the coin. Leave me alone.
I've had to stay off social media. I was getting into too many arguments with people about LeBron. So,
dang,
and then also I was seeing way too many ads of stuff.
I think I dodged arguments because of the Dak injury. I was getting a lot of sympathy DMs. Like, hey, sorry, that's tough. I'm like, yeah. Like, I almost feel like I'm related to Dak. Like, hey, sorry about your brother. But no, he's just my QB.
Because you're
the resident Cowboy
fan that everybody loves to hate.
This is true.
There was one more other thing. Oh, eBay.
Ew, eBay.
eBay is
Wants to
going to
authenticate.
authenticate.
I mean, it's a little late now, isn't it? How many people have suffered at the hands of eBay, and now
Right.
want to authenticate? I mean, I find it interesting that they want to authenticate anything over $100, which could be some shoes that really don't even matter.
Yep.
But I guess it's a nice gesture. Are they going to have the capacity to be able to do that? Because pretty much every shoe, for the most part, sells over $100 now.
No. I'm consistently getting like older Kyries and LeBrons in my size for like 60, 50, $80. Nothing over 100.
All cares about your little foot.
Basically, eBay launches sneaker authentication service to combat counterfeit sales.
So I would like to know how that's going to work. So now you're going to have to then ship it to whatever the center is, and yada yada yada. Is going to raise the prices of shipping.
Look at this tag. Don't it look like a StockX tag?
It looks like every other tag. Everybody's using the same kind of tag.
Yep.
Why does somebody get like the off-white style tag? People might like that more. I mean, I'm already tired of people leaving it on. How many people leave on their tag?
Not me. I don't. I hate that.
I cut it off immediately. Like, I don't know if that's what the show
Yeah, me
said.
too.
Like, hey, look at me. I paid resale. Like, congratulations.
It says collectible sneakers are big business. And then it's saying that U.S. Custom and Border Protection officers seized over 14,000 fake Nikes shipped from China to L.A.
Always going to LA.
Right. I don't live anywhere near LA, guys, so don't come for me. But yeah, sneakers are shipped to an authentication facility to be checked over. So it's going to be a minute for us to get our shoes from eBay, apparently.
Right. Word. I don't know why people wear them.
But here is the piece de resistance is eBay has partnered with SneakerCon to authenticate items.
Oh.
When a sale is made, the buyer ships the sneakers to an authentication facility where they're inspected to make sure they match the listing's title, description, and images. This would have been very useful because there's been a lot of times where I buy like Kyrie's off of eBay, and the description will say it comes in the original box, and then I receive shoes that are literally not even in a box, like they're just in a
box.
like, wait, what? It says it's with the original box. But anywho, if they pass the inspection, eBay tag is attached to them and they're sent to the buyer. The same process covers returns to stop buyers from trying to return fake sneakers to legitimate sellers.
Mm. That's smart, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of that going on as well. Because with eBay, it's mostly PayPal, and we all know like the main thing that has to change, honestly, is PayPal. Like it's more so about PayPal, because if you can, like with PayPal, I could literally sell you a shoe.
eBay dropped PayPal though, didn't they?
Did they?
I thought they did, or my sister said something. My sister's an eBay seller, and
Oh,
she said something about them dropping PayPal, but
like I mean, PayPal in general is just the main problem. Like even if we like people do PayPal invoice to be quote unquote safe. So if I talk to you on Instagram and we make a deal and I sell you a shoe on PayPal and I send you an invoice, you pay it, you get the shoe, you can send me back an empty box as long as you provide them with a tracking number saying you returned it. Once they get notification that it was returned to me, you get your money, and then I have to then battle to say, hey, they sent me an empty box and all this craziness. And they
I
kind of,
remember you telling me about
yeah,
that.
like they kind of like, because with Dani on another platform on Mercari, I think she sold her Yeezys at the time. Was the Yeezy what was the high top Yeezy joints? 750s? Is it 750s?
I think so. The
Yeah,
blue?
yeah, the boot looking one, not the like the older one, the one with the zipper joint. You know what I'm talking about? The Yeezy with the zipper.
I'm looking.
But yeah, anyway, she had those and she sold them to somebody in New York for like, let's say I think it was like around 700, and they sent back an empty box. And the only
Yeah,
reason,
it's for 750.
yeah, so
Hey, Artez,
the only reason we were able to get the money back was
what
because
color?
I want to say the tan, like the brown chocolate.
Oh,
Yeah, the size it's like size 5 or whatever. And the only reason we were able to get the money back is because we were cool. Like we go to the post office so frequently. Um, we were
these ones?
yeah, we were able to get proof of when we shipped it, the weight of the box, and when it came back to us, the weight of the box. Like, so the weight was totally, obviously it was different because it was freaking empty. But we had the address, and I was just like, yo, like
Hey, Mel.
Danny was down to pull up. Mel, what's going on? Like, Danny was down to pull up, because it was right in New York. Because that's my thing. Like, why are you gonna try to stiff somebody? Like, if you are, like, I mean, I'm not condoning stiffing somebody, but if you are some kind of scammer and you're gonna stiff somebody, why would you do it in driving distance? Like, I would, if I'm in New York, I would try to stiff somebody in Cali. Like, obviously, it'll make you think twice about,
Oh,
like, are
Danny
you?
was trying to pull up, gang, gang.
Yeah, yeah. But if we weren't able to get the money back, that was going to happen. But I was just like, well, you want to think somebody's not stupid enough to get it shipped to their house. Like, they probably get it shipped to, like, their Nana's house or something crazy. You pull up on this little old lady, and she's like, what do you mean? I didn't get a package. But, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. But it's like, you got to have, like, you got to, you know, dot your I's, cross your T's, and all that. But I was saying, so you guys are witness right now. So if this happens and it gets stolen, I need everybody to be to testify that this was my idea. That like how UPS has a notary, they need to have a sneaker notary. So I should be able to make a sale, go to a notary, show them the shoe, like they see me packaging the shoe, like, hey, this is the shoe, whatever, put it in the box, ship it, they sign, whatever, get the little stamp of approval and send it. So now when this person tries to say, oh, they sent me a worn shoe, or they sent me this, or they sent me another shoe that wasn't the shoe, now you have a person who's, sworn in that can be like, no, that's not, I watched them package it. Invest in that. I mean, that would be a good idea for UPS to try to invest in. That's more money for you guys.
That's true. What is it that you wanted to talk about, Tori and Meg? I don't know if Danny's gonna make it before we end.
Oh yeah, where where is she?
I haven't seen anything from her for a while, so that's why I'm asking.
I mean, well, it's more so she has more of the information. I just, obviously they went to court, and his arraignment got pushed back to November. Right, Mel, not a bad idea. We all need to pull our money together and get this cracking. They went to court and it got pushed back. The arraignment got pushed back to November 18th. And if I'm not mistaken, November 18th seems to be the launch of some clothing line with Fashion Nova, maybe, that Meg is putting out. So that's very odd. Tori got ordered to, stay away from her, or whatever. Like, but I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like there's something more to all of this. Like, why doesn't he want to speak? Like, if he's so innocent, why does he want to speak? Oh, there go Dani popping up extra late.
Where? Oh.
So everyone was gonna catch these hands and feet.
Bro, with her tiny ass. Yeah, he has to surrender any guns he owns too.
Right. I was trying to find out if Dani if she's popping in or not. Like, were you just trying to do an hour, or are you trying to go like an hour and a half?
Probably like an hour and a half. I still have to go to the store and get stuff for dinner.
Din. Yeah. But
yeah,
Dani. Oh, I was gonna say Dani's theory is, because Tori was trying to get his master's, that it's some plot to kind of discredit him, which might not be untrue. I didn't listen to the whole album because at the time, I'm still like, I was like, oh, let me not listen to Tori because we don't know what's going on and if he really assaulted her, and I don't want to be, supporting that. But I mean, I freaking love Tori's music. So
yeah, I listened to it. I thought it was good, but there's so much other stuff that he's put out that is better. But yeah, I think Dillinger's right. Something doesn't feel right on either side of this, and I agree with Danny. I'm not canceling him, but also I can't get behind his newest music. It was subpar from what he's put out before. Like his mixtapes, so much better.
Right.
Like his chicks tapes.
Oh yeah, the chick state. Like I'm still listening to that. Like I don't care what the outcome of this court thing is. I am
Proud Family one, baby.
I am not listening to that album. Like
Yeah.
I still bring that album hard body. But yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Like it's all
Well,
right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did they test for gunshot residue, Danny?
yeah, I think Danny said they did.
So did he have gunshot residue?
Let's look.
That's what like who like did they should have tested everybody. Yeah, I think that was the only way he could speak about it, Mel. Basically, just, but I don't know. It seems like every time one of these artists start gaining some leeway in the media, something happens, i.e., Chris Brown.
Okay, let's see. Meg Thee Stallion underwent surgery for a gunshot wound, and shrapnel was removed from her left heel in the hours after she said she was shot in the Hollywood Hills last month after a night of partying. More details of the incident emerged Friday, a day after Stallion, for the first time through her Instagram Live account, said her fellow hip hop artist pulled the trigger, then left her wounded.
Then he said he had none.
Yeah. It doesn't say anything on, at least on this article. This is one of the first articles. But I feel like this, like the longer this goes on, the more layers we're starting to see. Because, at first we're like, oh my God, he shot Meg. And then it was like, oh, well, they got in an argument and she was drunk and she was angry. And then, it goes on and on from there.
But if he had no residue, I don't even understand, like, how can you have shot a gun if you have no residue? I'm assuming they tested him right after. It wasn't like I don't think you can just wash residue off, right? I don't know. I watch SVU or whatever. I've never saw anything about anybody being able to wipe anything off.
Didn't he admit that he shot up in the air as a warning shot or to get her to stop?
Something like that. I think he admitted firing into the air, something like that. But if that, like, how does he have no residue then? I'm confused about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was something about, like, he smashed. I don't know. Like, I didn't even know. Like, I remember when during his whole quarantine radio thing, and then when I saw her at his house, and I'm like, what are they doing together? And I didn't think they were, like, dating or whatever. I thought they were just, like, kicking it or whatever. But, like, Dory seems like a big hoe. Like, he seems like the biggest hoe of all hoes. Why would you want to try to date somebody like that? Especially if you're someone with a kind of a temper. Like, she looks like the type who wants to command respect and is not going to tolerate being disrespected. And probably gets a little messy with it. So why would you even bother with a person like Tory? Like, not to say he can't be a faithful guy, but he's young and rich right now. And I mean, look at the stuff he had women doing on quarantine radio. Why would you want to deal with that if you're temperamental?
Maybe because she felt like she was the woman who was going to change him.
Yeah, a lot of women do. And what do they end up with? No man and a kid. Yeah, you gotta be smarter than that.
But I was gonna say there's a lot of celebrities doing extra shit in the media to get attention.
Like, a lot of pics going around.
Yeah, I think Demi Lovato's ex-fiance, like, she broke up with him because she found out that he was using her because he had a movie coming out or an album or something like that. And like, even after they broke up, he was going on Instagram Live crying about it and, getting himself more attention.
Right.
I'm like,
I mean,
you're out here trying to do random ass things to get views and streams on their album.
I definitely feel bad for, like, celebrities because obviously, I mean, dating as a normal person is hard enough. But dating as a celebrity, it's just like, what do you do? Like, I feel like you kind of only are left to date celebrities, but then when you date a celebrity, it's like super unprivate. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's only like a select few of celebrities who date, like like Denzel Washington's wife isn't a celebrity, LL Cool J's wife isn't a celebrity, and you see those are the ones who last. But at the same time, I guess they were all probably together prior, like they were together before they became big. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like all your business is out there. Like
It's the same, like
I'm trying
even
to think
when
what
you're
big
dating.
power couple lasted with no scandal, so to say.
Good luck. But it's just like dating on social media. I mean, it's I feel like everybody's in your business, one, but and it's not, obviously it's not as extreme as if you're a celebrity, because people are literally taking pictures of you on a date with your boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, or even when celebrities first start dating each other, they'd be like, oh, we saw Lindsay Lohan kissing so and so at the club and they're together now.
Right.
But even in our little world of the sneaker community, I feel like it's hard to date
It's the same.
in general. Like, you don't even have to be dating a person in the sneaker community. You could just be a person in the sneaker community and dating somebody, and as
Right.
soon as you mention it or post them or anything like that, it's everybody's business.
I guess as sneaker heads, we do kind of put our life out there because people. I guess once you follow someone who's in the sneaker, you look to you look for their pictures or whatever, and if in between those sneaker pictures, it's pictures of your life or who you're dating, you kind of watch it like a little bit
Yeah,
like a soap
agreed.
opera. Like, can you imagine if like me and Dani split up? Like that would be hella awkward. Like how I don't even know how we would function in the sneaker world if we weren't together, because I can't even go anywhere without like, oh, where's Dani, and vice
That's
versa.
fact.
So that would be super awkward. So I think I'm stuck
But
with Dani by default.
and it's the same, like, because we travel to these sneaker events and everybody's always like, well, Hella's always with Danny and Word. It's like, it's been that way since the very first sneaker con that I traveled to.
Right.
Like, it was literally, I met them at dinner. I think it was the night before
When you
sneaker
and
con.
Dani ignored me,
Huh?
hmm?
Huh?
I said when you and Dani ignored me, then you forced me to
Nah,
eat.
nah, 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 nah. Danny ignored you because you said, hey, babe, sit next to me. She was like, nah, I want to sit next to Hella on the other side.
Right. And you guys just left a whole seat in between us because you guys didn't want to be next to me. I was like,
Nah,
that's fine.
you had Gigi.
Yep, I had Gigi and I had Rican, and we entertained ourselves.
She's so dramatic, guys. But
Y'all,
I think it's funny that people are always like, I see Hella all the time at SneakerCon, but she's always with Danny and Word.
you darn right. We got to be protectors. So you know what
Right.
you little dirty boys out there trying to do. You know what I find amazing? How like in this world of social media and all, you don't realize how many people are married or involved.
Oh,
And not to say that everyone has to put their business out there, but I feel like if you are married or involved, especially on a long term, like we should know about it. Like there's no birthdays, no anniversaries, like you don't shout out. Just like, you never know certain people have kids. Like, oh shit, I didn't know you have kids. And not to say you have to put your kids all over social media because some people don't want to do that, but it's just like, how do we not know anything about you other than sneakers?
yeah, and
Right.
I think, but there has to be a happy medium. Like,
Right.
I, and that's another thing that people don't realize is like, we show you what we want to show you. It's not like we ever post anything we don't want to post.
Mm.
So if I'm posting that I'm going out and I'm taking shots with another guy that I know through the sneaker community, that does not mean I'm dating him. And it's like, you always get tied to people for different reasons in different aspects, and it's just like, but to make your point, Word, I was conversing. I wasn't like talking to, as in like wanting to date this person, but I was conversing with this person about sneakers.
Mm-hmm.
And I think maybe like 3 4 months, we had been following each other, and then all of a sudden we were having a conversation, And the person was like, "Oh yeah, my wife. I bought my wife these shoes." And I was just like, I was trying to add it up. Like,
Right.
wait, what? Because you act real single.
Like thrown off much? How much? Too
Yeah.
much?
And it's like, I tell people this all the time. I'm not on social media to date people. So it's like, you don't have to slide in my DMs. We can converse and talk, but like,
Right.
I'm not, yeah, no.
I mean, that goes back to like our relationship episode where people are just trying to be sneaky or calculate in the future. Like even if like maybe you're dating someone and you don't know if you'll be together forever and you don't want to blow your shot, but you don't have to hide something. Like if it's meant to be, it'll happen. Like I don't think if you were attracted to someone and they're dating someone, you can just be like, oh, okay, they're taken right now, so it doesn't mean I can't be cool with them. And then hey, maybe you guys break up and now's the opportunity. But I feel like some people are always thinking ahead. Like let me keep my options open. If I tell them I'm with someone, they might not like me. Oh snap!
Trouble is in the building.
It is in the building. What do
You see that? You see that people being disrespectful?
Oh man, that's what happened when you're light skin.
That's what happens when you don't use your Fenty.
Anybody ask y'all for no input?
You pointed it out, so apparently you wanted
No one.
You wanted our input.
What we talking about here?
Dani is in the building. If you could not tell,
We'll talk about whatever we got for this last. What we got? 20 minutes.
Something like that.
Yeah, we can talk about whatever you want to talk about. I know everybody wants to be entertained by Dani and her antics.
I don't have any antics. I don't know what y'all.
Oh,
we discussed it already in the chat. We talking about Tori and Meg and some people and.
No, there was something else that Word wanted to talk about, but she was waiting for you to come in.
What was that?
Do you remember, Word? It's something about Facebook and Biden and.
Oh yeah, like how I got blocked because Dani was telling me why I got blocked. I don't know if she could talk about that when we get our episode flagged.
I mean, I wouldn't say exactly what got you banned or blocked or whatever.
Basically, I made a post about so earlier I saw a friend from Florida. He posted Trump dancing at like at one of his rallies. He was dancing the YMCA, and he was like, "Oh, we got the moves," and laughed. And I was like, "Well, at least he's not doing like Biden and playing, having strippers on a pole and all of these. Like Michael B. Jordan is taking off his shirt, talking about vote. Like, why do we need to see your pecs to know that we need to go vote?" Yep. Like this is the most sexualized election year I've ever experienced in my life.
Right, we selling sex to get votes now.
It's absolutely crazy.
You got Lizzo twerking, telling you to go vote. Like, what is me seeing your butt cheeks flapping on an Instagram video or Instagram reel got to do with me going out and exercising my right to vote? What like why do you think that's a way to entice me to go and vote?
And if anything, it's more of a turnoff. Like, did you see the naked campaign with like Chris Rock and like all of them? Like, I mean, they didn't show them naked, but you could see that they didn't have anything on. What's her name? I can't think of the comedian, but she was just there holding her boobs, covering it. Like Sarah Silverman. Like all these people are, like I'm naked and I'm voting or whatever because you can vote naked basically, or they were talking about the naked ballot or whatever. But it's like, why do we need to do this?
It's disturbing. The fact that you feel as though you need to expose some naked part of your body to tell me to go vote is disturbing.
I mean, I want to know who it's working on because just because Michael B. Jordan, who is a very attractive man, puts his chest out there doesn't mean let me get up and go vote now. Like this is like this not. That's not it. Just because you got rap in your videos,
crisscross ass braids. We don't want to see that.
And then it's like what Biden is doing. It's highly offensive, in my opinion. Like I get you're trying to relate, but the way you're trying to relate, it almost comes off as the person who says, "Hey, I'm not racist. I have 3 black friends." Like you don't count your black friends. You don't like.
It's just way over sexualized. Like the ad that we saw on the TV that you posted on your story, what was it, like a week ago? It was literally strippers, like bring your pole to the pole and like booty clap.
I remember that.
On the stripper pole. Like, what? This is
like,
what we've come to? These are the tactics we're resorting to?
And I feel like it's offensive. Like you're saying that minorities need some kind of ploy like this is the way to appeal to us. Like, oh, this is what y'all like, so here you go. Here's some booty clapping. Go ahead and vote. Like okay. Like, I
Man,
guess.
That's the crazy part. It's
Like, how is no
But
one offended?
when I seen that Michael B. Jordan post on his page, I was all over. I was waiting for somebody to at me. Ain't nobody at me though. Nobody at me.
No, they won't, because nobody want that smoke. With
Nobody
Dani.
ain't at me. Like this ain't it, bro. This ain't it. No, that is not the way you do it.
I mean, it's the people who are brainwashed already brainwashed. Like, you see, I posted it, and my mom was just like, "Well, she's like, black people aren't the only ones who listen to rap music," and I'm like, "Well, no, I'm not saying that at all, but I don't feel like to appeal to non-minorities. They're not around here playing Coldplay. Like, come on down to the polls. Like, nobody's playing Maroon 5. Like, hey, get on down to the polls." It's just not happening. They're not at Coachella. Like, did you vote yet? Like,
Chill. But now you done got sat down by Facebook for 24
right
hours.
now I'm on a 24-hour pause. Thank God it's not a football day. I'll be back in action for Thursday night football because I want to have to go find Mark Zuckerberg and let him know a thing or two about a thing or two. Like, and this is my first offense. How do I get a 24-hour timeout? Why not just delete my post?
Mark Zuckerberg got sent a letter from the U.S. Senate. What is his name? Josh Hawley, because I think it was the New York Post. The New York Post broke the story or whatever of what is going on with Hunter Biden and things from the past. So basically, these little drip drops of things from the past are coming back to haunt the DNC candidates. And so the New York Post ran with the story, and everybody's been sharing it, posted like wildfire on Twitter and on Facebook. And it was literally a Facebook employee on Twitter saying how he's going to basically suppress any information that the New York Post posts about what's going on with Biden and Hunter Biden from being allowed to be seen on the New York Post Facebook page. And like,
that's freedom of speech, bro.
Right. Why are you doing that?
I don't think it's sued for it.
This is something that he did, and the people have the right to know that. So why are you suppressing it? It's gotten so bad that now they are suppressing they're suppressing people from posting anything related to it on Twitter. Like, if you try to post it, you immediately get a pop-up alert saying that you can't post this link, basically, in not so many words. So Josh Hawley sent Zuckerberg a letter. He's a senator, saying like, basically like, bro, what are you doing? Like, the people have the right to know this. Why are you trying to silence the media? And this is a big media platform. Like, why are you telling them no, you can't post this? It's just so strange. So, and that's when you told me you got flagged, and I was, going through my feed, and I'm like, she got flagged because you done mentioned old boy. Yeah. So they was like, yeah, sit down.
313, if you want, go ahead and take that flight over here. I'll take you into Newark. He's always there. He went to high school with one of my friends.
Yeah.
He used to play basketball at my college all the time. Like, a lot of my friends used to play basketball with him. That was back when he was on the wire and he wasn't really major, but he went to Arts High in Newark. So he's always in Newark. He was in Newark. He did a thing. He actually brought back an area in Newark, the baseball field. He's doing a drive-in movie thing with all urban movies. And
I heard it, like, I've been seeing posts.
It's been going crazy.
About that.
Yeah.
They were saying that, like,
I think they're doing Harlem Nights this past week, which is very funny when Tories he had to go to court and they're playing Harlem Nights, huh? Shot my pinky toe.
I've been seeing people post that have gone to it, and they said it was like a great experience. I was like, that's awesome.
The Black Panther one looked lit. Like, people were there in costumes and everything, almost like a Black Comic-Con. Like, I think that's super dope. Like, I've never been to a drive-in, so I would like to go, but I heard it's like really hard to get tickets because people are on it. Obviously, they want to be free. And
I've been to a few of them in the past. I think it was like, I don't know. I was really young. I was with my uncle at the time. It's a cool experience. A little weird, but it's cool because you're sitting in your car and the screen is not really close.
Harlem Nights is the truth, for real, for real. quality movies.
I'm typing out the description, guys, and I know you guys don't want to hear my typing, so
Tap
Oh, so
tap
Sean,
tap
say you muting?
I'm doing
tap tap
tap it.
tap.
Um, there was another thing. Oh, Danny, how do you feel about the eBay and eBay partnering with SneakerCon to authenticate sneakers?
Um, I it was bound to happen, specifically when you have such a huge platform where there's a lot of exchanging of money and shoes. Like they're like shoes are a big part of the eBay business. They make a lot of money off of that. So it was only going to be a matter of time where they were going to have to implement some sort of legit check process because there have been a couple of people that have been burned, you know?
Yeah. And it's
And
actually later. It's later than expected for how long. Like people have
right,
been people have been buying sneakers from eBay for like forever. Like before there was a GOAT and a StockX. But
right,
it was around the time where resale was shoes weren't going for like $1,000. It was like more like 'cause I used to get a lot of my dunks off of there back in the day, like for $50, $40 or whatever.
right.
But yeah, they were definitely due, and I think also I think they gained way more traction. A lot more people are using eBay now that StockX had their whole hold up. So
Yeah.
StockX would
So,
wait for eBay.
like right, and I've noticed that trend on Instagram, particularly with the people that run in our own close circle. I've seen them, shy away from StockX and go and going more towards the eBay route because of the shipping and the authentication issues that has been going on more so on StockX because the things that I've sold on Go pretty much I didn't have a problem with the turnaround time and getting authenticated and getting my money. But the stuff that I would send into like StockX, like they authenticated the shoe. It says it was authenticated, so that means you said it was the good shoe. You sent it off to the other party, and I literally had to wait a month and a half for you to send me my coin. Like, what were you doing? Like,
But
you
did
ain't
you get
send
your
me no
money?
check. You had to release my money
Did you get
into
your
my
money?
I got it like 2 days ago.
That's crazy. Because I
Yeah,
remember you told me it was just like on hold, like it was authenticated. The person got their shoe and everything, and
yeah.
you still
And
didn't
it
get
was
your
like
money.
pending payout for like weeks,
They had
like
to, they had
six
to
weeks.
find
It
it.
was like that.
Mars
So
going on. Yeah, GOAT is the way to go.
people have been talking about, they've been shying away from that, which is StockX is probably starting to lose money now because didn't old boy step down or something? I
Mhm.
I guess he got whatever money he was going to get out of it, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm out. I'm like, I'm done with this because they're getting a bad rap, particularly since COVID has happened and with them holding up people's money. Like literally, I've had like I'm in one of these Jordan Ones groups that is on Facebook, and like a lot of guys posting there about how like basically StockX is like holding their money hostage. I'm like, yo, like if my shoe is authenticated, why are you still holding my shoe? Like, what are you taking short-term loans on people's money? Like you robbing Peter to pay Paul? Like what like I need to find out what's going on behind the curtain. So I've been seeing a lot of traffic going towards the eBay side of things. And I think because the people who aren't so honest are seeing the trend now, because like you would hear stories of, people getting burned on eBay here and there, but I feel like it's been a lot more lately. I've been seeing it because I think because of the traffic being directed there more.
Mhm.
So people are like, oh, so I see this is where we're going. This is where people are buying and selling. So yeah, let me go slip, my little
Right.
foo-foos in here and
Yeah.
hopefully I can get away with it. So I think it was only a matter of time for them to pair it with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because sneaker con they're pretty known for like the
Check.
legit
Yeah, they've
check.
been doing
So
some stuff.
it's one hand washing the other. eBay has the traffic. Sneaker con can help out with that because I don't know how much traffic or traction the sneaker con app gets. Like I don't know anybody that sells on there. I don't know if anybody
Not
in the
very
chat
much.
has.
I
I
know
have
like I seen Didi say that they've been linked a lot or helping people get stuff or whatever. I
right.
think they play like they're a little more behind the scenes or whatever, but I guess they haven't gained that traction. I guess it's harder now, especially since there hasn't been any sneaker cons for them to
Right.
like super promote the app or whatever.
Right.
Everybody's hung up like StockX and GOAT. Unfortunately, like seemingly have it on lock because
Right.
people are familiar with it or whatever. But
Right.
I think with eBay, it's just making way for a lot of like as we call them, like the noobs or the people who are trying to be down with the in crowd, the people who aren't I don't want to say like legit sneaker collectors, but you know what I'm saying? The people like us who have been in it for a while, we know what to look for. You know, on eBay, you're not going to buy from somebody who sold 2 items. You know,
Right.
Yeah.
So they're looking for the people with the stars, the people who are legit stores, stuff like that to buy your items, especially higher ticket items. But the other people, they can see a shoe and they're like, "Oh, this shoe is going for $300, but they got it for $150. I found a steal," and then they buy it and they don't know no better. So
So yeah, because we've been in the game a little longer, we know the pages to go to look for. Like we know like Soul Supremacy on eBay. They're big sellers on eBay. So we
Cosmic Kicks is a good one. So anybody looking at Soul Supremacy, Cosmic Kicks. There's a few other people who have stores. There's a lot of people who are Instagram heavy sellers and they have stores because obviously like you get a lot of traffic there. Like I know Karis, he sells a lot of stuff there that he gets from the outlets because when you think about it, a lot of people are workout people, so he'll get the discounted stuff from the outlet, like regular like an Air Max or something you're not really looking for like $40, and it's for like $70 or $80 because it's still lower than the original price was probably $150. So non-sneakerhead people are gonna buy that up. Right. Like eBay is really the place to go make money. Like set you up a store, like. You could flip people. I know people who made hundreds and hundreds from flipping phone cases. Because I mean, how many phone cases does Dani have? A lot.
She's got one for every mood.
Right.
Mind your business.
I'm just saying.
It is my business.
You want to make extra money on an easy flip, phone cases and earrings.
You coming for me? First of all,
I would never.
First of all, how many earrings you see me buy offline? I buy them in the store. Thank you very, very much.
Yeah, for Dani, all you gotta do is put something near the counter, and she needs a pen. We got 25 pens at home, but not this green pen.
Yeah, we ain't have a green one. Exactly.
Dani's that person.
Yeah, she's that person. Anything green. You know the lengths I had to go through to get her a green G-Shock? I had to get her a green G-Shock from Hawaii. It took like 2 weeks to come. It was way more expensive than all the other G-Shocks because it was green. Like this one is terrible. Green stuff. The worst.
Her green lighter.
Yep, right. Green lighter.
What do you use the lighter for? Nothing.
I don't smoke, but I wanted the green lighter. So
yeah, you don't even use it to light your candles. You use my Supreme lighter to light your candle.
Because it's right there.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to take it from right there. And then you got to use your lighter.
No. First of all, it's not a Supreme lighter. It's a big lighter in a Supreme case.
Whatever. It's now a Supreme lighter.
Whatever. Anywho. But the eBay is probably going to be the wave for like a while now because I don't know what's going to happen with StockX.
Yeah, G-Shocks fell off once everybody decided to be big boys and get Rolexes, apparently. Like, now, you know what happened to G-Shocks? Apple Watch.
Yeah, exactly, because I had a ton of G-Shocks. Like,
I still got 5.
I still have 2 of my G-Shock watches, and I haven't got rid of those because they were gifts from Word. The other ones that I had myself, I've sold them off. But I wear my Apple Watch all the time. I even have a rose gold Michael Kors watch that I got from Word that it doesn't really get worn because I wear the Apple Watch all the time. Yeah.
I wanted a Michael Kors watch for the longest, but I couldn't decide on like what design I wanted, and then the Apple Watch came out, so I was glad I didn't buy one.
Should try to see if we could get the Michael Kors watch converted to a band for the Apple Watch. At least then it will get some use. You can just keep it.
And then with the Apple Watch having so much flexibility as far as you being able to personalize it with your band, you got your sport band, you got your regular casual band, you got your dressy band, you can get the link bands. Yeah. So
and it's good for your health. So
that watch does it all.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I need that.
At one point, I was wearing my Apple Watch and a Fitbit, but I really only used the Fitbit to track my sleep. I don't even know where the Fitbit is anymore, to be honest with you.
F that Fitbit.
That's the one thing I missed because I had a lot of friends when I had my Fitbit that I would compete with, but I can't compete with them anymore because I don't have the Fitbit, and Apple ain't trying to let us put that Fitbit app on the Apple Watch.
Exactly.
They funky.
Like they've done everything. You can you can connect your Apple Health app to your medical provider,
Yep.
and it will update all of your medical records as they update.
Yep.
But they will not partner with Fitbit.
Nope.
It drives me crazy.
Yep. So I still get friend requests from people on Fitbit because my profile is still there, but I'm like, yeah, I can add you, but you won't see no movement because I don't have my Fitbit anymore.
What happened to your Fitbit? Did you end up selling it, or you just don't know where it is?
I sold it. I sold it a
Oh.
while ago. Yeah. So, hopefully one day they'll allow us to put it on there. Like, just give in already.
Yeah, a Fitbit is partnered with everybody too, so it's crazy that Apple just won't do it.
Well, Dani's just queen of the app. She had, remember that freaking step counter app you had me download where you can get stuff and all that? Like, Dan's always got some freaking app.
Oh, no, the
You do
achievement
that?
app?
Yeah, the achievement app.
Yeah, I get a $10 check from them every time I get like a certain amount of not a check, but it gets deposited into my PayPal. Every time I get a certain amount of steps, they send me
You ain't getting that no more now, huh?
I still get it.
Where are you walking to?
Up and down the stairs.
Get out.
Up and down the stairs.
Yep.
When?
Stairs.
You go up and down the steps. I'm the only one to go up the stairs to go to the bathroom.
If I go to the kitchen, if I go to the bathroom, if I go to the living room, those are steps. Thank you very much.
You might want to make them steps. You asked me to get
Up and
something.
down the stairs.
You coming from me?
No.
What do you mean? Jersey Shore.
Whatever.
Laughing at your
Hot
accent.
dog.
She
Hot
said
Mars,
you were up
don't
and
laugh
down
at
the
them, Mars.
stairs.
They're not funny. They're not funny, Mars. Don't laugh at them.
What are you talking about? Hot dog.
Right.
Whatever.
Hot dog water.
Whatever.
I like this. This was fun. We can do this more. Just talk random talk.
Yeah.
Talk that
Right.
talk.
On a day where I
Usually
don't have
Dani
to
is the
say
voice
what-
in the background of all of our other lives, but we made her show her face this time. So
Right. Okay, we're gonna like. I'm still trying to convince her so we can do one of these where she could talk about that Jaguar stuff.
Oh.
So she can get really obsessed.
you have to do a live about Jaguar because we got to put it all together.
Jaguar be dropping the breadcrumbs.
Dani got like if one day you just don't see me and Dani posting anymore, know that she got us hemmed up and we're somewhere in Guantanamo.
Yeah. I got some FBI documentation about
As soon as I try to fly, I want to go to Cali. I'm gonna try to go. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna try to go to the LA parade, and I ain't gonna make it to LA. Like, do you live with a Danielle Anderson? You need to come with us.
Listen.
Uh,
No. Gotta
be
be
like,
no.
Oh,
I
boy.
don't know.
Kid come in at the end tail end with his ish. Kick, don't start with your Bron talk, okay? He's in your top 3.
Kick, stay poking the bear. He get on
He
my
do.
nerves.
He trying to make me fight him because he ain't that far from us. I will drive.
Far enough.
I will drive to where you are,
Mm-hmm.
and we will fight. And stay off of that face app to whatever that shit is called, okay? I'm tired of seeing
reface app, please.
Yeah, I'm tired of seeing your videos. You're aggravating.
I need to do another one with Hella's face.
Yo, I didn't even know that was me. She sent it to me. I was like, who is that? She's like, that's you. I was like,
My mom yelled at you where on Facebook?
Yup.
Was it you? Because she told me, she's like, tell Dani I'm sorry that I yelled at one of her friends, but I'm on Facebook timeout right now, so I don't know who she was talking about. It was you?
It was Kick, yeah.
my mom is super, I feel like she's super brainwashed right now. I mean, she hates Trump with a passion, so anybody who goes against Trump is just kind of going to get it. So I apologize for her in advance, but I don't know what happened. Dan's going to have to show me when I go downstairs. But she said she had no hard feelings. She's like, I hope they didn't take it, to hurt.
wait, so people can still see your posts on Facebook, but they can't, like, you can't see your post?
I can see it, but I can't respond. But it was on Dani's post. So I'm just off of Facebook because there's no point in me going and I can't comment. I don't want to see stuff and I can't comment.
Oh, yeah.
It's just gonna trigger her. You're gonna see the vein pop out of her forehead.
Right.
And the steam coming out
Like
of
I
her
said,
ear.
thank God it's not football time. Speaking of football, how about those Buffalo Bills?
Baby.
Honey, you talking
There you
about
go.
the Brown gang.
I don't have nothing to
Let's
do.
talk about Josh Allen.
They got danced all over.
Josh Allen was like, I could just throw the ball to anybody, right? Even if they're not on my team. Yoink. Interception. that was
I'm
from
waiting for Kick to respond.
That was for Braun. I mean, but you still doing better than my boys at the end of the day. But it was crazy to see Kansas City and Buffalo lose. They were undefeated, and to lose.
Oh,
Update. So, Rep Collins to Mark Zuckerberg over Facebook censoring Biden bombshell. If you continue to allow Facebook to use its monopoly to control what Americans have access to, I will see to it that the consequences are severe. That sounds like he want all the smoke.
Kick, don't get put on timeout, okay? You will not make a Dak joke, okay?
Too soon, Kick. Too
Even
soon.
with the injury, I think Dak already threw more yards than because this was y'all's this week game. This isn't the new week game. This was y'all's this week game. So I'll have to look and see how many yards Dak had in only 2 quarters or 3 quarters of play. You jerk.
Too soon.
SB plays, what up? Yo, Josh Norman got the ill stiff arm. Like, he got sun. Like, bro, just sit down. Like, Josh Norman been getting beat up since, he was like a backup CB on Washington. Like, I don't know what happened to him. I think Dez humbled him and Odell humbled him in the NFC East, and he just never was the same. Nah, I know you do. SB, what's good? Ain't nothing. I'm looking for. Well, we got Monday Night Football, so I think like I said before, when we thought Dak might hold out in the beginning of the season, and we signed Dalton, I was happy. Like, I've liked Dalton since he's been with Cincinnati. I just felt like he never had like a real full on team, and he's a decent quarterback. Like, I think he's better than Fitzmagic. Like he's decent. I think he's better than maybe half of the starters right now. And with the receivers we have, obviously you see that last drive he had, that was on him. Like, we ran the ball more. We're going to run the ball more, which is what we needed to do with Dak even. I don't know why we were trying to become a passing team, but he got it to Gallup. Like, with our receivers' ability to snatch the ball out of the air, Andy will be good if our line can hold up, if they can give him time. We play Monday against Arizona, which should be interesting. Arizona is good, but not great. So I think if we can keep up with Arizona, it might, we might be able to go 8-8, 9-7. It's not going to take much to win the NFC East. So
because it's basically the garbage division right now.
I can see Andy maybe, depending on who we would have to play. I can see the Cowboys humbling up and maybe winning a playoff game, maybe. But I don't see us going to like the NFC Championship like I hoped. What are you gonna do? Oh, come on over. We would love to. Kick said he's coming over Monday. Bring some beers. Bring some beers. We'll kick it.
I don't drink beers.
You don't care what you drink.
So why would we want?
You don't drink anyway.
Bring Dani her Pepsi and she'll be A-okay.
No, I want peach Bellini.
You didn't even drink them when I was there.
Okay,
I did drink them.
She drank a half
one.
No, I.
And then you let it get warm.
You was here a half a day. What you talking about? What I ain't drink?
Right. We still
I was there a full day. Thank you.
Trying to tell her to take that vacay and just come on through, but she don't love us.
Word asking me to risk the Rona said she don't love us.
I mean, ain't nobody taking flights in the PA. You good?
I gotta wait till 2021 when I have time to take off.
I mean, how much time do you need to take off?
I'm saying because right now I'm on the plantation for an extra 10 hours a week.
Oh yeah, she said a plantation.
I mean, but
we'll schedule it for when you have vacation. Okay.
Hella doesn't need much to be entertained.
You're right. I don't.
Because you working, we could just be here making you laugh behind the scenes.
No, I want to be able to interact. I don't want to be having that
Oh,
stuff.
I'll be a distraction to her.
Don't you still got vacation?
I'll
My-
have
my-
to be upstairs.
No, y'all gotta stay downstairs where I am.
Oh, I'll have to work too when I travel, anyways.
See, there you go. You both be working, so it's just a change of scenery, and it'll be more entertaining for the people if we're all in the same house.
Oh Lord.
And then
We're trying to start something. I see it. I feel the hamster wheel rolling.
we can go to the casino
You want this casino?
Right.
because hella win me money.
Ain't nobody trying to go to that little funky casino.
You know who's in Atlantic City? KCL. Right now. I saw her
KCL who?
post.
Lindsay?
Yeah.
What is she doing there?
She's from Jersey, remember? I think it looked like she was with her mom. I think her mom still lives in Jersey.
Oh yeah, I forgot she's originally from Jersey. I do remember that.
Mimosas.
I think it's a good spot for us to wrap up.
Yeah.
Next time we'll do it when Dani's off on her off day, so that
Whenever that will be.
Well, when's your next day off?
I'm being slaved out.
When you off next week?
Tuesday.
Are you off or you don't know yet?
No, I'm off. I told you I broke up my hours to make sure that they
Oh.
wouldn't slap me on my day off.
Oh yeah, she's off Tuesday and Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh, so are you free Tuesday?
Me?
Yeah.
I
So
don't
that
think.
way- Oh, you don't think so?
But I mean, we can still do Saturday too
Oh yeah,
because it's our off week.
we can do Saturday prior to we could do like 6:30, 7 o'clock. Well, we can do 7 because they go on at 8:30, right? So we could do 7 to 8:30 before prior to who has the heat.
Or if we don't have anything else to do, we can go. Well, it depends on if they do the recap.
We haven't been getting recaps.
Oh, we haven't?
Yeah, I'll hit up Rep and see if he's gonna do a recap next week. Yeah, Chiefs did get exposed, Dillinger. They got exposed. I mean, but it's been known. They try to run through Mahomes too much. Like they don't really have a great defense. And I'm mad that he finally made an interception on another team and not for the Cowboys, but whatever.
Let
Whatever.
that hurt go, boo boo.
Whatever. But
Look,
it's all
Stevie trying to sell your shoe.
Why are you trying to sell my shoes?
Mm.
That sounds sketch, Stevie. If you
I'm
don't
gonna send you
take
some
your
British
butt to work.
nights, okay, Stevie? Some British nights.
Oh
who
no.
wanted us to go late night live? Who do we owe a late night live?
First of all, Stevie need to get on Animal Crossing because I bet you he got roaches on his island.
Oh, facts. And he got weeds everywhere.
That's what he need to be doing, all up and through here.
Right. Tell him, babe. Oh, we didn't even introduce ourselves, but since we're signing off, I am Hella Laced.
It is your favorite customizer, Word Customs.
And last but not least, Dani Nicole, aka Caramel Wonder, aka Tech Bay / Tada Queen. And we out.
And all that. We'll see you guys Sunday at our normal time too. So